You weren't supposed to see this. Whoa. We'll leave it right there. That's a good spot. I don't know if this is going to work. Good. All right. Now I got Numa stuck in my head. Hello, Horseshoe Man. You get the channel fired up? Hello, Darius. Looks like I got some. Kyle said yesterday when I created this stream that I was pulling a hellabass. I don't know what that even means. What do you think, Dustin? It's a little too organized. Why am I so close? Is that better? Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. They pop. Yeah, I know. They stick out now. I got motivated. I've been thinking about doing that for years now. And Anthony Geist finally motivated me. He said, just paint it black. I said, yeah. If I'm going to do it, now's the time. Everything's off of there. So we got it. Gotta post shorts. Oh. Is long form rambling not trending? Hello, Kyle. Does Bateman do that? Schedule a live and not show up? I didn't mean to schedule it. I just wanted, when I was after I painted the wall yesterday afternoon, I wanted to get on here and turn my camera on, and already had StreamYard pulled up. I was like, I'll just make up some bullshit thing and get the camera on to see if it looks streaky. And I knew it needed to dry because it had like light and dark spots where like there was stuff, paint still wet. I just wanted to see how it would look and on camera. Not terrible. It's like a chalkboard. I did that for like a day, AJ. The first one I posted got like 5,000 views. I was like, oh, that's sweet. And then stopped. I was doing it by bait and company. So here we have Lucky Crafts, and they start with some like BDS3s, and those are kind of grouped by color. And then I had some pointers, and then as we move down, it's all 2.5s to 1.5s. And then it starts Bandits, and then it starts Normans, and then there's some random stuff on the end down here, over here. And then we've got Wigglewarts on the end. And then we have Man's Baby 1- double stamps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 of those hanging. Then we got a random Jackal, a random Strike King, a Speed Trap, a Bojack, and then we got some Bagleys, Shads, And then we get some over here. We get some Rebels. There's some Orions, a random balsa crankbait, some Amakatsu blanks I painted. Then we get down into the Big N Norman. We get some, those are Spitting Images, some random topwaters, and then we get some liplesses over here. Then we get into the Spook topwater area. And then down here is DD14s, DB3s, things like that. I liked the disorganization of it before, but because it was like, it was perfectly imperfect and you can't recreate that. So I'm just, I tried to organize everything when I was taking it out by what it was. Would you look at that? So that's part of one box. I still have this box to go, and this box to go. So I've still got 2 boxes. I'm gonna get all the campers baits packed up and ready to mail, and then I'll get back to the wall. The D2s, they haven't been put up yet. The 14s are up. The 22s are I believe there's some in here. Yeah, here's one with the hooks hanging out. This box has a hole in it. And there we go. There's a 22. We got some Strike King stuff in here. There's some random stuff. So the next part of the wall is probably going to be more random. The randomizer is going to hit the rest of the part. Would it be faster to snip all the hooks and rings? Yes, but then I wouldn't have anything to hang them by. Then I couldn't hang them on my new wall. Right? Yeah, so if BBC gets on here and says hello, the board's always been black. Now you can see the colors and shape. Carol, hello. We did some, we painted a wall yesterday. Y'all didn't think I would do it, did you? Y'all didn't think I would do it. Luckily, the reason I did it was because Amy called and she said, we're not going to be home for like a long time. And I was thinking like they were going to be home at like 2 in the afternoon. She's like, we're not going to be home till like 7. Okay. Dad has got time to fart around, so let's fart around. Let's do some farting around. Easy to get out of work. That is work. That was work, AJ. It's part of my operating expense to run this channel, to run this social media empire. It's all work, bro. But I don't know if I like it or not. I did not go to Home Depot and cruise the parking lot for assistance. This was all me. It was too rainy. We actually don't have that here. Texas had lots of employees out in the parking lot. Mobile, Alabama, nobody wants to work. Period. We don't even have them in Home Depot parking lot looking for jobs. So, what do you mean it looks better, BBC? What looks better about it? Nothing's really changed. What'd you quench them in, AJ? Did I tell you my secret formula for tungsten? Have I ever revealed that in a camper stream? Mobile cracks down on that. I don't know. They might have a. I don't know what the deal is. Sunday at the Classic, when I was going to say hi and bye, you were busy. I asked a dude, "Where's TK?" Then he realized I'd asked John Cruz. I'm sure that was awesome. That makes my day. Hey, dude, where's TK? Who? TK. Oh, thanks, John Cruz. That's funny. That is funny. If you ever need to get brought back down to earth, just go to an expo. That's awesome. That is awesome. Well, thank you for asking him. AJ, next camper stream we do, I will reveal the quencher. There's a quencher that makes a difference. And once I reveal it, you can make a Facebook reel out of it and get 1 million views and climb to the top of the fishing social media ladder. It would have probably been way better to have made a reel of that like 6 years ago. Guys, you might be onto something there. You might be getting close. I might not have. Guys heard it somewhere. But it's not just any motor oil. And there's a reason that works. I know it works on tungsten. I'm not sure about the blades. Probably does. Probably does. Uh, 4 years BBC. That is an awful thing to say. Hello, Brian. Yeah, it's coming together. It's not near the greatness it used to be. But it gets them off my desk, so Good enough. Good enough. Then I got to start sorting these other ones out. I'll tell you what really sucked is when I would put like over here the bandits. I'd get to the end of the bandit row, then start another one of like the Normans, and then I would find a bandit. Shit. And I have to go back and like take the last Norman off and move it, and then put the bandit where it belonged. That got annoying. That was the nice part about the old way. Is if I needed to put something up there, I just kind of get close to where it needed to go. Because there was always little sections, but it just kind of flowed. Just kind of flowed. What I don't like is this uneven gap right here. That bothers me. I don't like that. That'd be hard. It could be done then. I would need something like a those little fat cats, little baggies, something small. Scott, I could do it. I'll come up and organize your baits. You know how much fun that would be? I'm not organized, but I can organize stuff. It's like the plumbers. Like if you're a plumber, the plumbing at your house is always dicked up. It's like me. Bait organization. I can do it, but mine aren't. There are a way. I like them. I think that would be a really good time, Scott. Just take like a damn 12-pack of beer and go sit in your garage and just sort. BBC, don't be trying to snipe my job, bro. Oh, let's see. What am I doing? Split ringing baits. I think y'all are gonna have a lot of success on this most recent Burns collab. As my old buddy Jeremy Joyner would say, you're gonna have a lot of success. The 12-pack trick, organizing the boat. How did it work out? $12 packs gone. Baits are still unorganized. Must have a minimum 2,000 bait order. Funny you say that, Kyle. I had a fellow once pay me $1 a bait, and he provided the hooks for me to rehook his crankbaits. He said, I don't want to do this. I don't like doing this. I hate this. He said, if I send you my baits, will you put new hooks on all of them? Okay. Sure. He said, I'll give you $1 a bait. Send them. Send them, bro. They'll never notice, AJ. Are you going to be pissed when the IRS gets abolished and you never should have sent that? That'd be funny. I don't typically offer those services because I didn't know people wanted those services. But in all my years of doing this, it's the only person I've ever had ask. So I think it ended up being like it wasn't astronomical. Like I think it was like 100 baits or something. But still, $100. Pretty sweet gig. Pretty sweet gig. Because it's not hard to take them off because you just clip them all off and get back with the new ones. Or if they're good hooks, you take them and you get 3 hooks out of the deal. 3 free used hooks, which is perfect for me. Because I like mine a little dull. I like mine a little on the dull side. Dude was definitely not old. I would say the fellow was in the prime of his life. Like mid 40s, early 40s. The thing about old timers, though, is the old timers have time. I guess this dude didn't want to waste his time. Good question, Kyle. So yeah, that was the one and only time I've ever been requested of that. I'm excited to get into this. I'm excited and anxious to get into this next box to see how many baits are in here, belong like midway through the organization. I'm excited and terrified because it might ruin my wall. All it's going to take, though, is a couple people coming over here and looking at that wall and taking stuff off and then putting it back where it doesn't belong to get it unorganized again. And then we'll be in business. Then we'll be in business. JP, when are you getting out on the beautiful rivers in your backyard? Frank the Tank. Where is old Frank the Tank? Hadn't heard from him lately. Has he been around? Is he still around? Or is he digging a bunker to hide so he doesn't get doged? It's still weird for me to look behind me and see that darkness. You know what I could have worked on instead of doing that? Good packaging for these little beautiful Burnsies. I gotta make the header cards. I have to design the header cards. And I've been putting that off because I'm slow at it. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Simon and Garfunkel. Those guys ever had any they did Mrs. Robinson and that and Sound of Silence? Was that their only two hits? Do they have any other songs? I have a Maryland Bass Nation event on the Potomac in a few weeks, but I should be out there now, hopefully. JP, you got a boat? You a boater? The Boxer. That one's not on my radar. Let's listen to it. Let's hear this tune. Where's my phone? See if I recognize it. What is the size? I don't know, Darius. They're like 5.5 millimeter. They're like size 2, roughly. Copy infringement. We're gonna get. You can't get demonetized if you're not monetized. So we got that going for us. I did get flagged on my my Hedden sponsored post when I put hashtag sponsored. It was obviously a joke, but I got a monetization notification from Instagram, and it said, "This looks like an ad." It's not an ad. Leave me alone, Instagram. Stupid ass AI. Let's see. What was I looking up? The Boxer. Simon and Garfunkel. I am just a poor boy, though my story is seldom told. That's my existence. For a pocket full of numbers, such our conversations. All lights and chance, there were times when I the feeling stands upon. That's pretty, I guess. That's pretty. That's a pretty song if you feel like jumping off the top of a 80-story building on your lunch break. That's a nice song to listen to if you feel like smoking a cigarette on your lunch break and then jumping off the top of a building. This just turned into a Manson stream. I don't even know how you do that. I don't know how you do that. How do you do that, Anthony? How would one go about that? I told you I met that shapeshifter, didn't I, guys? The videos of old men ice fishing to a near-death experience. If I had those clippets, I would certainly add them. Hammered. I don't know that he was hammered. As the term used freely at the Classic when describing things of that nature was socially lubricated. So he was lubed a little bit. Guys, this is Travis's life coach. I hope not. That's a damn job. That is a damn job that Geist does not want any part of. Will the wall not be black? Possible, Hella. I might look at it for long enough today and be like, I don't like that. I want the mystery of the colors and the baits back to my natural tones. Hella, we were talking about you earlier. Oh, somebody said I pulled a move reminiscent of something you would do, and that was to schedule a live stream and not show up for it. And I don't recall you doing that, but apparently you've done that before. Yeah, Geis is going to need a life coach after being Manson's life coach for sure. He might need two. He might need a whole damn community. He might need to go to rehab after that. When is the reset coming? It can't come soon enough. Hello, darkness, my friend. Geis would be praying for a reset and also praying, or while also listening to Simon and Garfunkel on repeat. Wake up every morning, drink his coffee, and put on the boxer. Go to work, get in his car, play the boxer. Sit down at his chair, play the boxer. Hella, how was the whatnot? I couldn't stick around. The kids showed up. Caught it for a minute. I was going to throw down a buck on that Bass t-shirt to go with my jorts, but it got a little out of hand. It's like somebody paid $12 for it. It was swell. Worth your time? This t-shirt was hype. I guess it worked. Got me hyped. I just launched a split ring. But I don't know if is whatnot growing? Guys, those Costco 5-packs are legit. I'll tell you what, dude. After shopping from Costco, I'm a big 32 degree fan. That brand, 32 degrees, they make good stuff. Whatnot is watered down. It seems like they might have lost a little steam. The amazing part is that the people you're talking about that water it down, that don't sell good shit, uh, it's kind of amazing that there's so many people out there with all the same amount of overstock, like sale items. I guess they all go to the same stores and buy all the same clearance stuff. 32 is legit. I'll tell you what else I got. Puma boxers. They had Puma boxers for cheap. Got those for Christmas, I believe. The Puma boxers, highly recommend. Yes. So a few anglers with Black Label balsa last night on whatnot. Gosh, would still let Anthony into heaven. Agreed on the Puma has been rocking them for the better part of a decade. Well, AJ, if you need a if you need to re-up, Costco has them. They did, and they're fairly priced. The Pop Max, why? The Pop Max is trash, dude. Overpaid for a couple black labels to help Big Malone. What was Big Malone getting rid of? Obviously, black labels. That was nice of you, Dustin. Get the momentum, get the ice broken in there. The official drawers of bait painters everywhere. Correct. You want to paint pretty baits? Starts with your underwear. Puma. Painter dude, builder dude is here. See, in the time I've done this, I could have made $100 off that other guy who paid me to put his split rings on. I'm almost done, and I'd have been done with that job. I wear Numa. You spelled it wrong, BBC. It's got an EAU in it. Tool joke. Only paid 15 a bait, but add the tax and shipping. Yeah, probably. Probably Dustin. You didn't crazy overpay. I feel like that was a fair price, especially since you got multiple. Did you get the black and blue one? Where are you headed today, BBC? Plain wood? No plain wood. The mystery remains. The mystery remains. Just when everybody thinks they are seeing what they think they're seeing, they're not yet. There might be some. I thought about making a Burns prototype wall, but then I didn't want to. I didn't want to. Is it these? Those two, those are old Rebels, and they are bone. Well, they used to have paint on them. But I didn't want to reveal the real bone. I mean the real Burns juice. Taking horse jizz to a farm in Florida. Sounds romantic. You tell your new girlfriend that? Hey, Brendan, you want to do something? You want to hang out tonight? No, I'm taking horse jizz to a farm in Florida. Then I'm fishing for 8 hours. Sorry, lady. Sorry, lady. I might have to go get some new. Gotta plant the seeds. That's right. There's a message in there somewhere. There's a message in there somewhere. AJ, are you taking the private jet to Knoxville next year? Horseshoe Air? You taking the Berkeley jet down to Knoxville? You're in the Navy, BBC? I didn't know that. You didn't strike me as a Navy guy. Maybe there's hope. My Facebook reel of old man's jelly worms is at 100,000 with no boobs. Just you showing some worms. JP, I think BBC is in that phase. That's the phase he's in now. Just bulk bags of old worms. Interesting. Very interesting. $100,000. What did that gain you? Did you get any followers from it? What's 100K eyeballs get you in return? I'll tell you what. The best return I have ever seen on any of this stuff, like doing videos with Bama Bass, doing any type of social media, anything. 100,000 view reel got you 700 followers. That's pretty good. I mean, it's also bad that it takes a video getting 100,000 views to get 700 followers. But the best return I've ever seen, take this for what you will, if anybody's looking to advertise, the best return I ever seen as far as people reaching out to me wanting work done, Jay Kumar's newsletter, The Bass Blaster. Yep. So AJ, put that in your pocket. They're flowing? Good. Suck them in, bro. Suck their ass in. 31 followers on 100K. Weird. Keep climbing, bro. BBC, you should do a little short reel. Just cruising down the road and then show a picture of your cup holder in your truck and have a big cup full of horse jizz. Non-shithead customers? I'll be damned. How's that possible? You mean guys that don't tell you how to paint? How many of those 700 new followers do you think will show up for future reels and future pictures to show you, give you tips on your color choices and bait design and color design? Yeah, AJ, why don't you just make all your videos where you post the step by step? That's what people want to see, bro. They want to see behind the curtain. Behind the curtain, how it's all done. I think it's stuck on a tree. That's nice of them. It's 4 different loads in a big cooler. Can't open it without the key. Where's the key? Doing another one as we speak. Why don't you just do one a day? Then you'll be at 30K in a month. Do one video a day. I could do the same, but you're better at it. A mud bug? I never threw one ever. I was Bateman today. His balls lost. I don't know. Good. I have one thing I would like to video and show that's painting related that I could do a lot of. Like it would always change, but yeah, it's like the black wall back here. It's like the black wall. All right, these little nuggets. Looks hard. Yeah, you must have I don't know what your contraption looks like, your tripod, but it looks like there would be lots of I don't know. You could get one of those. I guess it needs to be stable. So you're probably, are you painting around a tripod? I would think that would have to be how you did it. Got to look at a stash of custom painted mud bugs. I've never painted a mud bug. I don't think. I feel like I might have painted one for Eric, but I don't recall. I don't recall. No. I think they're really cool looking baits, but I never fished one. I don't know anybody that's ever fished one. JP Pryor, you can answer this question. Do people actually fish mud bugs, and have you painted them? I'm sure you have, but did you ever paint many mud bugs in your career? Theo, are you in Pensacola today? Yeah, it's been doing this shit for 3 days, dude. Mudbug was popular at Wren Lake in southern Illinois back in the day. Still have a couple that never made it into the rotation anymore. Not in a while, but you have. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with mud bugs. Maybe it was after my time, but I guess they probably, the mud bug probably got swamped by the bandits, the fat free shads, the Normans. Like everything started competing to get over the mud bug. Always lump the mud bug into like the it's into like the hellbender kind of category. Navarre. Yeah, I think you should be good tomorrow. The sun should start coming back out, but then it's supposed to rain at the end of the week again. So yeah, that's kind of what I always that's kind of what I was that's kind of what I was thinking, Darius. I always looked at it as like not a cast and reel bait. It was more of a trolling type bait. But I guess you could. Mud butt season. Guys, move down here, and it's mud butt season 12 months out of the year, bro. There you go. If it rains, just come over here. Family can go to Top Golf and Dave and Buster's right down the street, or Hobby Lobby, and you can help out with the bait wall. Darius, did you ever try casting one? Fished a tournament on Clark's Hill Saturday, had 1910, get a sniff of a check. What one? That's pretty strong to not even get a handshake for 19 pounds of bass. Destine. I think that's I think Kyle's thinking about one of his old stripper ladies' names. Destiny. And that's how she spelled it. 26. Do you fish Wren? My son plays baseball at the junior college, so I have driven my lake many times. Scott, sounds like you need to hook the rig up, throw some mud bugs in there, and go cranking. That would be a very cool video for somebody to film. Once upon a time, this mud bug was bass kryptonite on Wren Lake 30 years ago. Forgotten bait for most anglers, and a forgotten bait on Wren Lake. Will it still work? Jay Will and Kyle Welcher. How about that? Huh. But that would be very entertaining. I'm sure it would get hundreds of views. I'm sure tens of hundreds of people would find that interesting, just like me. It's not Hellabass or Horseshoe viral, but it would be quality content. See what would happen. See what kind of, and you have to. I guess you'd have to go when it was most, maybe earlier in the spring when that was a good crank and bite. And go and see what you could do on the old mud bug. Destiny. That's funny. Bo's been sitting at the shop. You mean the repair shop or in your shop? Waiting to get delivered to the repair shop. Are you getting new poles? Are you selling your old ones to me? Are you selling your old shitty poles to me? Damn, must be a back-ordered part or something. The new 10-foot single pump blades. That's probably a smart move. Would you take off a 8-foot blades? Double pump? Thanks, Cam. Worked hard on it last night. BBC, you do not need poles for fucking 12-foot John boat, bro. Come on. I'll take some poles. Guy's lost his mind. 14, excuse me. Oh, this doesn't work. Son of a... Old twin pump models wouldn't sink anymore. Later, guys. Huh. What do you do with them? I could sink them things. I could get them to sink. I can fix them. Oh. Well, I guess I'm gonna get on here so I can use my computer and print labels for everybody. Rock Auto. Yeah, anybody got mechanical parts they need to order for their vehicle? Rock Auto is the place. I've used them all the time because my truck's a big piece of shit and stuff breaks on it often. So I've ordered many things off of Rock Auto, and they have everything. You can get oil on Rock Auto. Order your oil filters. They're way cheaper there. They gave me some trade-in value. Interesting. I didn't know they did things like that. I guess they repair them and then sell them to somebody else used. But that's like the one thing that I catch myself wanting. Not a need, it's a want. But few times I get to go fishing because I can't pick and choose to go when the weather's perfect. When I get an opportunity, I typically have to go. And it's typically when the wind is blowing like 100 miles an hour, and I think to myself, man, I'd really like to pitch like to this clump of weeds or this like reed head or something. I'd really like to put my power poles down that I don't have and pitch at these. And I think it would make fishing a little more pleasant. Although I have been on a boat when the poles weren't working, and I don't know that there's anything more frustrating. So I guess it's a double-edged sword that they're great when they're working, but they are really obnoxious when they're not. Hello, Josh Heron is calling me. All right, let me get to work and see what Heron's doing. Y'all be good. We'll talk later on.